They got a lot of feedback on that pruning season post I put out there. They already started this morning. But couple weeks before that, it was talking about being, everybody was trending on Facebook talking about the cup. Anointest my head, my cup runneth over. And some people are living life out of an empty cup because they need a pruning season. God fills our cup. Blessings come down. Our cup is filled, but our cup never gets filled if we constantly giving it out to other people or other situations, things, addictions, whatever. Or our cup has a crack in it, meaning there's maybe something we don't know. We can't get it filled because keep pouring it in, and it never gets to the top because a crack will only allow so much to stay in the cup. It won't, depending on how big the crack is, it won't keep going. I got kids, hang on. It won't just run it all completely out. If you got a small crack, it'll just leak. So some of us have a leak in our cup. Others of us may have a big hole. That's an addiction. Where gambling addiction. You keep putting all your money into this machine. I don't care how much you rub on it, pray on it, or whatever. That machine is not designed to have your best interest in heart. Matter of fact, those machines are called house money because they know that's what feeds the house. A lot of people play that. The machines. Me, I can't just sit there and put my money in something that I don't know where it's going. And just sit there wishing on something. I don't live on wish. I live on faith. Drug addiction. You constantly sucking on a glass pipe or something. Or, I don't know, maybe if you got a big weed addiction, even though it's legal, it's still going to, take money out your house that you could be putting towards something productive. Not mentioning the fact it's going to mess up your health down the long run. But that's what the cup was about, as far as filling our cup. But we constantly giving out of our cup. Constantly. And the Jezebel spirit, they're always going to have somebody that needs something. You're going to have to have some discipline to say no sometimes in order to ever get your cup filled. Especially if they capable of, taking care of themselves, then you need to be able to say no sometimes. So maybe they can find another cup, or maybe they can get the discipline that they need to do what they need to do. God fills our cup. He supplies all our needs according to his riches and glory. That means that he supplies your need. You shouldn't have to be praying for stuff that he supplies. If you're praying for stuff that he supplies, that's because you're giving it out, because he supplied all your needs. If you're giving it out, like I was saying one Sunday, we come to God because we want something. I'm talking about a spiritual prostitute at one church. But if he done supplied your needs, he done supplied your light bill, you ain't got no business giving your light bill to anybody. You're supposed to pay your light bill. Anyway, enough off the cup. The pruning season. In order to get the things that you want in life, you have to take out some things that you don't want. It's not you supposed to start adding the things that you want. because that's a hoarder. You keep adding stuff that you want. You never get around to taking out the things that you don't want. So, in order to change your life, you got to start taking some things out that is not beneficial to you, that's not supporting your vision. First of all, you need to have a vision. Write the vision, make it plain. Write the vision. Then when you see the vision, you need to take out each and everything that does not benefit or support that vision. For example, I don't like doing double work. I don't like being controlled. Anybody that knows me, I don't have the patience for stuff like that. So therefore, anything that I keep doing over and over and over again and not getting a different result, I'm going to take out of my life. That's the definition of insanity. So, y'all don't understand that. Just anything that you keep going around the same mountain, Mount Sinai. At some point, you ought to see the bush that looks the same. You done passed the rock with the same dip in it. That's the cycles in life that we keep going through. So if you find yourself in a cycle, you need to do something different to get out of that cycle. So, my vision, just for example, my boys are grown. You know, just getting them. Matthew's already out there doing what he gonna do. You know, I'm raising Marcus or whatever, helping him, you know, teach him the fundamentals of bank account and, you know, get him, so he gonna get him an apartment and, you know, he'll be out the house or whatever. Brianna's my last one, my girl. I got a few years on her. Teach her how to be a businesswoman and all that. But she'll be 14. So I'm thinking about 5 years. You need to have at least a 5-year vision, 5-year plan. Because if you don't have a vision or a plan, you're going to keep going around the same thing over and over and over and over. And you can't expect nothing different because you didn't plan for nothing different. So my 5-year plan is to help, you know, get Brianna where she needs to be, education-wise, all that. My business is suffering because of the situation that I'm living in. So I got to revamp and do some things for my business so that it can flourish. Work on my business within those 5 years. If I get an epiphany to have a relationship, you know, I'll work on that or whatever. But that is not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal after Brianna gets out is to go on trips and, you know, do the things that I couldn't do while I had children. You know, because number one, it was too costly being a single mom. You can't just jump on a plane and go nowhere and do anything. But yeah, to have a companion or a relationship, maybe even get married one day, you know, after that situation. So in order to get that vision going, I got to start taking out the things that don't support that vision. My living situation right now does not support that vision. So I have to change my living environment, my living situation, which means I have to hold back and do whatever I got to do to be able to support that vision, save what I got to save. If I find that I'm in a position where I can't save because I'm always giving out of my cup, then I need to change that perspective. I need to change that living situation. Sometimes you got to sacrifice and do things that you don't want to do in order to get the things that you want. Because people, let's just put it this way. People, when they beat their own drum, they can't see your vision. So in order to value yourself and put yourself first, you have to do things that benefit you, because the only person that's going to benefit you is you. The only one that's responsible, can be held accountable for benefiting you is you. I can't sit there and look at somebody else to help me get my vision together or help me do my vision. So with that being said, everything in my life that does not support my vision, I am pruning away. This next 5 years is going to be pivotal for me, because at the end of that 5 years, my business will be flourishing. It won't be just getting by like it is now. I won't be doing things that I shouldn't be doing with my business, just trying to get by or pacify other people. So, my daughter will either be in college, educated, whatever. My son may be in college or at his own apartment, whatever he wants to do. So in order to stay on that plan, to stay focused, I got to do things that benefit that. I got to take the things out. And once I get everything out that does not benefit the vision, then I can start receiving things that would complement or help the vision. With my business, I noticed that I can't do certain things in my living situation. And there's no peace, there's no rest. I got this conference coming up that I got to, attend to support, because I am a member of this organization now. So that takes more time out of my day where I can't do. So therefore, instead of being the president and the secretary of my organization, God placed a secretary in my path. So I had to hire a secretary to help me maintain the vision, maintain the organization, do the paperwork and stuff that I need to do that I can't do because I can't concentrate. Up late at night or whatever because the TV's going or what's going on. There's no peace. And my thing is anybody who knows me knows I don't care about money. I don't allow money to make me. I make money. So for the price of whatever I'm paying, and I can't get no peace, and I can't do what I need to do, and I'm still out here getting rooms or whatever just to be able to get some things taken care of, get my schoolwork caught up and everything, that's a problem for me. So I'm bouncing around doing too much stuff now. I got too much on my plate today, so I got things to do on this side of town, so I got a room for the next couple of days so I can get some things done. And when you do it like that and you find the peace like that, it really makes you not want to go back to the situation that you're in. So when you pay attention to how you feeling and the things that's going on around you, those are, like say, signs. Your emotions are signs of where your spirit really is. Things that you need to take out of your life, things that you need to add to your life. Now, I also got a lot of people that's telling me that they're going to do something and then they don't. I cannot stand people who tell me that they're going to do something and don't do it, because they want me to be held accountable. They expect me to do what I say I'm going to do, but then they don't want to do it. Or I'll call you, even something simple like that. I'll call you. And then you sitting waiting or expecting a call. You keeping your phone on you, really. So you make sure you don't miss the call because you got some important business to take care of or whatever, and that person don't call. Or you reach out and that person don't even respond. That's so disrespectful to me. But if I reach out to something, obviously, at least it don't have to be right then, but at least give some type of response. Now, I'm that way too. If I'm busy, I won't answer the phone or whatever, but I will either text or do something later and say, okay, I will get back to you. I will do some type of response, but just to not respond at all about anything that was said, it's just disrespect. So I don't reach out to people that are like that very often. I don't have time for that. So, and them is normally the people that want to come to you for something and they get upset because you don't answer the phone. But anyway, everything that is not going to support me being able to travel the world or Even the organization runs so that I don't have to be there. It's, I can run it from my laptop. So I was given a secretary. Now I got to get another laptop. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna get a laptop so we can get some things done going and get some funding, more funding and everything going, and some sponsors and all that kind of stuff. So God will send you help when you need it. As I didn't want to hire anybody at the time that I'm in, because see, then you creating a debt when you ain't got the funding. You don't hire somebody to get funding. Well, that's the way it had to do. Somebody to do the stuff the paperwork and everything, the stuff that I can't concentrate on. The stuff that I don't have time to do, because my schoolwork and stuff is piling up because I don't have the space or the peace that I need to do what I need to do. Basically, it's just write the vision, make it plain. And when you write the vision and make it plain, and then you go through and you see what your reality is, and you take out of your reality what you don't need that does not support your vision, that's going to cause walking away from some people. You got to put you first. Put God first and then put you after that. You got to in order to get anywhere, be successful. Because if not, you're going to be sitting there doing the same thing and ain't nobody going to care or be concerned about it but you. I don't like people that prey on people when they're down. I just can't stand it. I don't like big corporations. I don't like the Pharaoh spirit that preys on people when they're down. I mean, they will use, and they remind me of a Slurpee cup. They will slurp the life out of you to benefit them, which is a bottomless pit, because it never gets full. It's like feeding the homeless or feeding the in Africa or whenever. It never gets full. Never. They always gonna be hungry because there's not enough that people are sending over there. Instead of sending it, they need to build more where they can, learn and, teach them where they can learn and be able to feed themselves. So, like I said, that's a bottomless pit when you keep putting forth your energy, investing in something that's not going to benefit you in the long run at all. I don't like to invest in something that don't benefit me. As far as I'd like to receive a harvest from that. Right now, all I'm doing is throwing seeds into something it's not going to benefit the vision at all, because it's just stuff being thrown away. So anyway, that's the first step. Write the vision. Know what you want. In order to know what you want, you got to know who you are. You don't know who you are, you're already in trouble. Know what you want. Knowing who you are is knowing your boundaries, know what you're going to put up with, what you ain't going to put up with. And that's the first step. I did a thing on identity crisis. Like I said, that's a lot of people's problem. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they are. They don't know, what they are. They just going along with the flow. You got to get grounded in who you are. If you don't know who you are, they will use the mess out of you. People will mistreat you and use the mess out of you because you don't know who you are. Ignorance is the devil's playground. Ignorance is a sign of darkness. That's where he is commissioned. That's where God gives him the territory to tread in, is ignorance in the things that you don't know. Learn something, and that'll shed the light in your life where the devil is, and you won't be, ignorant anymore. You'll have more control over your own life. You don't have control when you're ignorant. And living off somebody else is not gaining the knowledge. It's not curing the ignorance. Teach a man to fish. Learn something. That way you don't just eat for a day. You eat for a lifetime. I was trying to help people at some time, and then I learned that they didn't want no help. That was their lifestyle. That's what they wanted to do. That's how they had been living. They, the hustle mentality. They got to hustle. And I was always trying to help a hustler, and all they kept doing was hustling me. So that's when I began to learn who I was and what I wanted, and that I wasn't going to be hustled no more. So get a vision. People without a vision, they perish. If you're perishing, you ain't got no vision. You need to be solid on something. A made-up mind. There's power in a made-up mind. You need to make a decision about some things. Don't just keep being tossed to and fro. The devil whooping you. Just beating you to death, to and fro. Because you don't know what you want. You don't know what you want to do. So today I want you to write the vision. Make it plain. Stay blessed.